Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about my bag twins. Now, what is a bag twin? That is somebody in the YouTube community, another fabulous creator who both that creator and myself own the same bag. And as you know, a lot of you know, we influence each other just as much as we may or may not influence you all. And if I was influenced to buy any of these things by any of these creators that I'm twins with, I will certainly let you know that. I can definitely think of at least one that I was influenced by. So let's get into my 10 bag twins. So the first person that I am a bag twin with is Leslie Adina, somebody who I was thrilled to meet in London when I went on the trip. And Leslie and I twin on the pachette metis. So here's mine. Like I said, we are twins. Leslie, I do believe, has had hers for quite a bit more time than I have had mine. For those of you who don't know, this is actually a fairly recent, I've had it for a little over a year now, but in the terms of the history of pachette metis, this is a pretty recent addition to a handbag collector's collection, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I was late to this game, but very glad I have it now and very happy to twin with Leslie. My next bag twin is also somebody that I met in London for the first time, and I have been watching her channel for quite a while, and I'm thrilled to call all of these people friends now. It was just such an amazing weekend to meet all of these people that I have admired for a while. Anyway, I am talking about Steph from Handbagaholic, and we twin on the Chanel Caramel 19 bag. So here is mine. As you can see, we definitely twin on this bag. I know that Steph got hers before I got mine. I think she got hers in either the first or the second drop of this bag. This bag had 3 drops, actually, 21P, 21K, and 22A, if I'm remembering those correctly. I got mine in the last. It took me 3 seasons to get this bag. I have been hunting it and hunting it. I bought it in the medium size when it came out in 21K. Didn't really like that size, so ended up selling. I never used it. I sold it as brand new, and because I really wanted the small. So finally got my hands on it when it was released the 3rd time, as they say, 3 times, 3rd time's a charm. And yeah, so I was finally able to add it to my collection and twin with Steph. My next bag twin, again, is somebody that I met in London, and she and I started our YouTube journeys not too far apart, so I definitely consider her a sort of a kindred spirit and definitely a friend, and I'm talking about Deb from Wild Unfiltered, and Deb and I twin on the Chanel mini reissue graffiti in the gold. So here is mine. This was a bag that was on my bucket list. I missed it when it was initially released. I also would love to get my hands on the gold, croc embossed gold, all gold version. So if any of you see that bag out there, please let me know. I would love to get my hands on that. I do have a newer gold mini in my collection, which you guys have not seen. That's sort of, it's soothing that gold mini need that I have, but I would let that one go if I could find the gold mini from, I believe it's 19A, because it's métier d'art, so it should be 19A. This was Carl's last métier d'art. This is the one that had the Egyptian collection. This bag is just stunning. So there are 2 versions of this bag. Deb and I have this one, which is the black croc embossed with the gold graffiti. Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet, who we'll talk about here in a minute, has it in the sort of purpley pink iridescent graffiti. Both are stunning, and I'm, like I said, was just thrilled. This was on my bucket list. I found this pre-loved in absolutely pristine. If the person who owned it before me carried it once, I would be amazed. Stickers were still on, you know, came with the tags, with the Nordstrom receipt. The whole thing. Was just thrilled. I was very happy to check this off my bag bucket list, and happy to twin with Deb. My next bag twin is also somebody that I consider a friend, somebody that I met when I went to London, and that is Claire from Claire Louise Luxe. And the bag that we share in common is the Fendi mini baguette in the fuchsia color. So here is mine. So let me try to decide whether or not I was influenced by Claire buying this bag. So I bought mine while I was on my Europe trip as well. So she got hers obviously in London when we were on that trip, and then I ended up buying mine in Paris. Now, I know she was looking at this bag. So when we were all together and we were in London, I met up with them first in Harrods, where she shops, and she was looking at a lot of bags, but I think she was sort of coming down to the fuchsia baguette or the mini baguette in the white or sort of cream color. It's a color that they have all the time. It's like a rev piece to Fendi. And she was trying to decide, and she didn't buy that day. I think she ended up actually ordering it. I could be wrong. Claire, correct me in the comments. But I think she ended up actually buying it after she got home. So I definitely was influenced by her because I saw her trying it on when we were in Harrods, and I loved it. So I did buy mine, like I said, in Paris. I bought it at the Fendi at Le Bon Marché. And yeah, I mean, I twin with a lot of people on this bag. So Dale has this bag, Gwenny has this bag, Claire has this bag, I have this bag. So we all, I'm sure, sort of, mutually influenced each other. But I love this bag. I think it is the most gorgeous color of pink, and so happy that I twin with Claire on this. My next bag twin, also somebody that I met in London and I am very excited to see again, and that is Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet. And with Amelia, I twin on the petite malle bag. So here is mine. I don't think you guys have ever seen this bag because it was one that was in storage, and I can see it definitely has some fingerprints on the hardware, as well as maybe a little tarnishing that perhaps I need to polish. But I used this bag so much when I first got it. Even though it carries very little, I think it is the most gorgeous bag. And I know Amelia loves hers. I know she has now several in her collection, so the petite malle is definitely a style that she loves. I would love to add an exotic petite malle to my collection, especially after seeing Dale's purple or lilac ostrich that she got. I think they are gorgeous, and like I said, they're part of the heritage, right? I mean, they are based on Louis Vuitton trunks, so they have a lot of the same features, and so they're sort of a symbol for the brand, and I just think they're beautiful. They're, just adorable to carry as a clutch. They do come with a crossbody strap or your shoulder strap, depending on what you want to. Ooh, that was kind of stuck together there. But it comes with a, this is the kind of the OG, comes with a black leather strap. I've added gold chains to this to wear it a little more dressy if I want to. So there's just a lot that you can do with this bag, despite, like I said, the fact that it doesn't hold a whole lot. But, for an evening out or whatever, I can throw a few credit cards in a little slip pocket. My phone fits in there, a lipstick fits in there. I don't really need to take keys anymore. So probably I can get more in this bag now than I could when I lived in Kansas City. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful bag, and happy to be twinning with Amelia. My next bag twin, and again, somebody that I met while I was in London, and also very happy to call friend. All of these people are my friends, to be honest with you, especially the ones that I've met in person. But that is Meredith from Living Luxe with Meredith, and the bag that I twin with her on is the Fendi Purple Rain baguette. So here is mine. I actually was using it a couple days ago, so I still actually have a couple things in here that I haven't taken out. I've got my sunglasses and my mini pochette, and when I carried it this last time, I did not have the shoulder strap on it, so I was just, carrying it kind of either handheld or on the crook of the arm. But it took me a while to get this bag. I was offered it several times after it, kept coming out. Brandon would send me pictures of it and be like, it's coming back. Do you want one? And I was like, stop tempting me. I need to like put blinders on, whatever the case, if I was trying to save for another bag or whatever the case was. And so I would definitely say that I was influenced by some of my friends here on YouTube to finally pull the trigger. I mean, obviously Dale was the first one that got this bag. She got it in the very first release before she even started her channel, I believe. And then I think Amelia got it, and I'm not sure when Meredith got hers, but certainly seeing all of those lovely ladies own this bag and show this bag, I had to get it too. So I finally took the plunge. I think I haven't had this for a year yet. I feel like I got this maybe in spring into summer or so of last year. So honestly, I haven't used her that much. I think when I used her the other day, this was maybe only the second time I've used her. I do still have the plastic, this sticker on the hardware. I know Meredith is cringing at this moment, and I should probably take that off. But now that all of my bags are out, this was one that was definitely in like the secondary storage when we, moved from one side of the apartment to the other. So it has been in storage since basically August. So I probably only had access to it for like maybe 2 to 3 months at the most. So anyway, but very happy to have this back out and just stunning, and happy to twin with Meredith. My next bag twin is somebody that I have watched for years, and while I have not met this person in person, I consider her a friend in my head. So, and if I would love to meet her in person at some point someday, and that is the lovely Amber, and she and I twin on the Chanel 19 bag in black. Now, I guess I should say Amber and I are not bag twin. You know what? We're not identical twins, we're fraternal twins. That's what we are, because Amber has hers in the, I guess what people would say, the more traditional version of the Chanel 19, and that is that it normally has the gold hardware here and gold hardware here, and then, the actual shoulder strap has multiple hardware colors in it. So they all have the same hardware in it. It just depends on what's on the front. So mine is actually, I guess, what they call the reverse. So mine has the silver hardware here and on the handle, and then, but like I said, I have gold and aged gold and ruthenium all throughout the shoulder strap, just like everybody else does. But this has been a phenomenal bag. I definitely had mine before Amber got hers. Hers, I think she just actually added this past year, if I remember correctly. This was the first season that they started doing this sort of reverse silver hardware, sometime in the fall of 2022, I believe. So I've had this for like a year and a half, and it has worn phenomenally well. I carry this bag quite a bit. It's definitely one of my sort of go-to everyday bags. It's a workhorse. I love the fact that it's got the back pocket. Anyway, I'm not going to get into details about all these bags, but yes, I am very happy to be twinning with Amber on my black Chanel 19. My next bag twin is somebody again who I have watched for quite a long time and would love to meet in person. I know she's a very private person though, and that is Hannah from Hello Catwalk City. And the bag we twin on, which is a hard thing to twin on when you know what I'm talking about, and that is the Hermes Kelly 28 in Retourné in Greenmeyer with gold hardware. Hermes bags are hard to twin on, unless you're talking about like, a Birkin 30 in black with gold hardware. Some of the forever colors, the classic colors that Hermes does, gold, black, you're gonna be hard pressed necessarily to find a seasonal color that you are going to twin with somebody on, especially somebody that's on YouTube, right? Just a creator. So I actually got mine first. So this, as you guys know, is my Kelly 28. This was the first offer that I got of a quota bag from my sales associate in Denver. And yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful bag. And I remember when Hannah unboxed hers, it was probably a few months later. I think she got hers in the summer of 2022. And she unboxed it, and I remember commenting on her video saying, oh my gosh, we're bag twins. We have the exact same bag. So Hannah has the exact same Kelly 28 in the retourné style in gris mohair, which was a seasonal color, with the gold hardware. So yeah, like I said, it's not easy to twin on a seasonal color Hermes bag because obviously you can't control what you get offered. Yeah, that is what I twin with Hannah from Hello Catwalk City. My next bag twin is another absolutely lovely, lovely lady that I met in London and am also excited to see again soon, and that is Gwenny from Styled by Gwenny. And Gwenny and I, well, as you know, we twin on the fuchsia mini baguette as well, but what I'm gonna say we twin on is the Fendi mini zucca print baguette. Here is mine. I don't actually, again, know that you guys have ever seen this bag. So I've had mine again for a little while. I was probably influenced a little bit by Dale to get this bag. Gwenny got hers more recently. She got hers, when we were in London. We were at Harrods, like I said, on that Friday of the weekend that we were all meeting up, and I met with her and Claire and Hannah from So Designed by Hannah, and this is when Gwenny got her bag. So this was the one she picked up, and she wore it then part of the rest of the weekend that we were together. But yeah, it's such a great bag, you guys. It really, really is. I mean, it's the same as, you know, basically all the other mini baguettes. It's got the top handle that you can take off. It's got the crossbody strap that you can take off, and you can change it up. And yeah, great bag. Love mine. Glad to twin with Gwenny. And my final bag twin, probably the person who has had the most influence over my purchases, and that is Dale from Dale's Addiction. And again, we have several bags that we twin on. Obviously, we twin on the Purple Rain baguette. We twin on the, I'm looking down here because I'm looking at the bags. We twin on the mini fuchsia baguette now. I'm trying to think if we twin on anything else, but my point is I definitely, I feel sort of a kindred spirit to Dale and really appreciate her sense of style. Even though her style and my style are very, very different, I do tend to like a lot of the same bags that she does. And this one is one that we both got basically at the same time, but I heard her talk about this bag. So she talked about this bag a lot before she bought it, and then I ended up buying it, and she ended up buying it too, and that's when we did a collab, and that is the Fendi mohair baguette. And here she is in all of her beautiful glory. I was so glad to get this bag out of storage. It was not in, you know, it was not in storage. I feel like I have to like clarify that, but it was in the like secondary storage. So, you know, she moved with me, she was sitting on a shelf, so I did use her for quite a bit of the winter months when we first moved. And then obviously in the spring and summer, I didn't use this bag at all. And then it got put into storage in August, thinking it would only be in storage for, you know, like 6 weeks. So it didn't matter. Why did I need to have this bag out? I'm not going to be in a season that I'm going to want to carry this bag. You know, best laid plans. We obviously all know that. But yeah, I was thrilled. I was thrilled that I was able to do the collab with Dale on this bag. We both revealed ours on the same day. And yeah, it's just, it is the texture, and just, I like I said, I love to pet this bag. I smile still every time I see this bag, and you know what? It's got a sticker on it, so let's take that off. Make Meredith happy here, at least on one bag. Okay. You know what? Never mind, because it's like all tucked behind. I'll do that off camera. But anyway, very happy to twin with Dale on many bags, but I think this one holds a special place in both of our hearts, and that is the Fendi mohair baguette. So that's today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing who my bag twins are and what I twin with them with. Let me know in the comments below, who are some of your bag twins? Do you twin with any of my bags, of the bags that you know I own? I would love to know if you are a bag twin with me. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. It does help the YouTube algorithm. And if you enjoy my content, I would love to have you here. So click the subscribe button. There's no cost to you, but it does mean a lot to me as a creator. And if you haven't had enough of me yet, I will pop another video up here for you to watch. And wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.